distinguished guest, the President of the United States, accompanied by the Vice President of the United States, and Mr. Imhoff. Good evening. Welcome to the White House, and welcome to the Juneteenth concert. Please welcome to the stage your MC for the evening, comedian Roy Wood Jr.
Yeah. Washington, D.C., how you doing? Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Good evening to everybody. Mr. President, Madam Vice President. Oh, no, sit down. Please have a seat. I was just saying good evening to you. Just good evening. And elected officials and everybody else, give yourselves a round of applause tonight for being out here. You look good. You look good. Elected officials, I see y'all got your lapel pins on, looking officially elected. Got to wear that lapel pin. You look good, everybody. Nice fabric. You brushed your teeth. I was checking them teeth while I was walking around looking. You look good. This is the second year in a row that the White House has held a Juneteenth concert. Yeah. And this is the fourth year in a row that we as an entire country will recognize Juneteenth as a federal holiday. Yeah. Thank you to President Biden for making that a holiday. June 19th is a federal holiday. We get the day off on June 19th. That's right. We get the day off for June 19th. Now, I don't know about some of y'all, but kind of think we need a week off. I'm not here to tell you, thank you for what you did. But, a week, I don't know if any of y'all ever been black before, but it has some stressful days. There are days when you are black and you just go, whoo, I need a week. We need a week for Juneteenth, maybe a month. You know what, 2 months. So why don't we just do 2 months for Juneteenth? Just draw up the paperwork for June, July 10th. We'll talk about it later. I'll talk to you about that. Juneteenth, you all, is celebrated each year nationally, and we recognize this holiday with the reverence and respect that it's always rightfully deserved. Long before Juneteenth was a nationwide celebration, Juneteenth was a celebration amongst black people in the liberated South. That's right. Joy, passion, and shouts of freedom emanated from Galveston, Texas. And these shouts for freedom, shout out to Texas, it made its way around the country. We are very, very fortunate, that Juneteenth always also falls during Black Music Month. And this evening, what's going to happen is that we're going to be very lucky. We're going to bear witness to a number of artists that are going to be performing music from numerous genres that are born out of the black experience. We're talking about gospel. We're talking about rhythm and blues. We're talking about soul. We're talking about jazz. We're talking about country. We're talking about all the genres. The artists that are going to be performing tonight continue the tradition that started by enslaved Americans who sought, created, and defined freedom for themselves long before the Emancipation Proclamation did it officially. Tonight, we're going to honor those ancestors through the evolution of melodies. Music has the power to calm your fears, fuel your faith, and give you unlimited perseverance. And before we get into the music tonight, because, you know, we talk a lot about Juneteenth being a federal holiday, but I think we should also acknowledge a lot of the other progress that has happened in the last couple of years under this administration. My uncle is an Army veteran, and my uncle, I'm so thankful that there is now expanded health care with the VA. We have legislation now for cheaper prescription drugs because of this administration. Insulin is down to $35 if you're a senior. And I don't know if anybody here has paid for insulin before, but that is like the bottle service of prescription drugs. So we appreciate that $35 right there. They got an infrastructure law passed, and that was bipartisan. I don't even know. We had a gun safety bill, and it's been decades since we've had a decent one of those. They've invested in black colleges. We're talking about $16 billion. And if you got student loans, 160 billion of those have been wiped off the computer for you. I know we're here for Juneteenth, but it's just important to talk about some of these other things real quick. We're going to get to the music. 15 million new jobs under this administration. 2.8 million of those jobs black people hold. And I don't know how many of y'all know this, but right now, we are in the middle of the fastest growth in black business ownership that we have ever seen in the history of this, in decades. But of course, black businesses are going to grow when you have an administration that's giving capital to help people start black businesses. You're going to see more growth. If you are a black business owner or you aspire to be a black business owner, trust me, tonight is the night to ask him for the capital. He is right here. They talking about all the capital. That's the Treasury building right there. That's literally where they print the money. I don't know if y'all know that. That is the money printing building. Run by the ATM real quick and get the capital. If you can, Mr. President. We'll still be here, but, we'll talk about it later. Finally tonight, we're going to be reminded that both the history of Juneteenth and the genre of black music prove that there is nothing our people cannot do. Enjoy the show.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Vice President of the United States.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Please have a seat. Good evening. What a joy it is to be with everyone tonight. And oh, what my eyes behold. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. So we are here to celebrate America's newest national holiday. And it is wonderful to be with so many extraordinary leaders, starting with our incredible President, Joe Biden. The first ever second gentleman of the United States, my husband, Doug Emhoff. Members of the United States Congress, and of course the leaders and the members of the Congressional Black Caucus, and everyone else who is here tonight. So, as a United States Senator, I was proud to co-sponsor a bill to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. And as Vice President, it was my honor to stand beside our President, Joe Biden, when he signed the legislation that made that dream a reality. Next Wednesday, across our nation, Americans will come together with generations of loved ones to celebrate Juneteenth, to celebrate Black excellence and leadership, culture and community, resilience and resistance, and to remember our nation's history in full. For more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, as we all know, 2 years after, hundreds of thousands of Americans in Texas were still enslaved. Then Union troops arrived in Galveston, and on June 19, 1865, the enslaved people of Texas learned they were free. On that day, they claimed their freedom, and today, as we celebrate Juneteenth, together we are reminded of the promise of America, a promise of freedom, liberty, and opportunity, not for some, but for all. In many ways, the story of Juneteenth and of our nation is a story of our ongoing fight to realize that promise, our ongoing fight to build a nation that is more equal, more fair, and more free. A nation where every person has the opportunity not to just get by, but get ahead. Since taking office with the support of so many of the leaders here today, President Biden and I have continued that fight. As Roy said, we forgave student loan debt for nearly 5 million Americans. We capped the cost of insulin for our seniors at $35 a month, and we are now making it so medical debt can no longer be included on your credit score. As Roy mentioned, we also passed the first major gun safety law in nearly 30 years. We appointed the first Black woman to sit on the highest court in our land. Her name is Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. And all this is to say, with the support of the leaders here and so many, we have made real progress, and we are clear-eyed. As we move our nation forward, there are those who are trying to take us backward. Across our nation, we witness a full-on attack on hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights, including the freedom of a woman to make decisions about her own body, the freedom to be who you are and love who you love openly and with pride, the freedom from fear of bigotry and hate, the freedom to learn and acknowledge our nation's true and full history, and the freedom that unlocks all others, the freedom to vote. This Juneteenth, we will hold a National Day of Action on Voting. And I call on all the leaders here to please join us in helping more Americans register to vote. Because while Juneteenth is a day for celebration, it is also a day for dedication, a day to rededicate ourselves to the ongoing and unfinished work of our American experiment, a day to renew our commitment to defend our freedoms, to honor our history, and to continue to fight for the promise of America. Tonight, then, to inspire us in that work, we are joined by a group of truly incredible artists. Through the struggles and successes of our history, Black artists like these have put song to our nation's fight for freedom. Through spirituals, blues, and gospel, through jazz, soul, and hip-hop, artists give voice to the joy and hope, ambition and aspiration, courage and conviction of the people of our nation. And now to introduce our first performer, I welcome back to the stage my friend Roy Wood Jr. Thank you all.
up for the band. Yes. U.S. Marines. Thank you so much for that, Madam Vice President. Now, it's time to get this show started. Are y'all ready to get this show started? We got a good night of music in order for you all. I see some of y'all keep looking up at the clouds. It ain't gonna rain. We already checked the weather. Chill out. Here to start us on this musical journey, please welcome singer, choir director, and 20-time Grammy winner, ladies and gentlemen, an amazing gospel artist, Kurt Franklin.
Can I please do one more? First of all, are your feet hurting? Nobody told you to wear them cute shoes anyway. Let's go.
Kirk Franklin, everybody. Y'all give it up for Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin. Secret Service, y'all need to put a gate on these stairs so don't nobody else come running off the stage no more. I thought Kirk was going to get choked out. Boy, you are rolling the dice. Y'all don't understand. We had a rehearsal. We had a block, and nowhere in the rehearsal did they say, and then run off the stage and touch the vice president. That was not in the plans. But I get it. When the music fills you, you do what feels right. Kirk Franklin said, tear up the White House grass. I said, wait a minute, Kirk. These are our tax dollars that's going to fix this grass. Gently touch the White House grass. Do not trample this grass. Now, a lot of people know what Juneteenth is, but not everybody knows how we got here. So what's going to happen tonight, in between these acts, I'm going to give you all a little bit of a history lesson. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to take a walk through history on how we got to this place, because it's important within the celebration to know how we got here. It's important to know how we got all the way from enslavement to the first black woman vice president. How we got from enslavement all the way to the first black woman Supreme Court justice. How we got from enslavement all the way to Shannon Sharpe and Cat Williams opening a portal of crazy from which we have yet to recover as a people. Anyway, more than 186,000 black Americans joined the armed forces to fight for their liberation, half of whom were formerly enslaved. Their service, alongside organizing with other Americans, both freed and former enslaved people, turned the tide of the Civil War from a conflict about preserving the Union into something about ending slavery. On December 31st, 1862, black Americans gathered in churches for watch night services. During those services, they anxiously awaited word on whether or not the Emancipation Proclamation, which had been drafted by Abraham Lincoln, had taken effect. At the stroke of midnight, their prayers were answered. Now, just because we were free did not mean that everybody was ready to give us our freedom. The Emancipation Proclamation could not be enforced through most of the South, which was still under Confederate control. This included the westernmost Confederate state of Texas. June 19th, 1865, 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, 2,000 Union soldiers marched down to Galveston Bay and announced that over 250,000 enslaved black Americans were free. And today, 160 years later, we can only imagine the emotions they felt on that day. Our next performer reminds us of the complexity of those emotions, and that it's a complexity that sometimes can only be captured through music. Please welcome to the stage 10-time Grammy Award winner and National Medal of Arts recipient, Gladys Knight.
Ooh, I bet you're wondering how I do. Baby, 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 that's your plan to make me blue. With some other girl than you before. Between the two of us girls, you know I loved you more. It took me by surprise, I must say. When I found out, yes, yesterday. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Heard it through the grapevine.
Not much longer would you be mine?
Not much longer would you be
Don't
mine.
you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Heard it through the grapevine.
And I'm
Just about to lose my mind.
oh, yes I am. Oh, yes I am. Baby, won't you listen to me?
I gotta know. Whoa, whoa. If you're gonna let me go. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I love you so.
I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard it.
All right, all right.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I heard it. Yes, I heard it.
And let me go for the other girl you loved before. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine?
Heard it through the grapevine.
Not much longer would you be mine? Don't you know that I heard it? Yes, I heard it
Through the grapevine.
Ooh, I said it. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I heard it. Yes, I heard it. Don't you know that I heard it? Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, I heard it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I heard it. Hey, I heard it. Ooh, I heard it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, yeah. Heard it through the grapevine. The grapevine. L.A. Too much for the man. So he's living a life he's come to know. Ooh, said he's going back to find. Whoa, 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 what's left of the world he left behind. Not so long ago, yeah, 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 yeah. He's leaving on that midnight train in Georgia. Yeah, ooh, y'all. Said he's going back to a simpler place and time. Oh, yes, he is. He said he would. And I've got to be with him. Oh, on that midnight train in Georgia. Hey, hey, hey. I'd rather live in his world than live without her in mine. Oh, love. Gonna board the midnight train and go. Oh, Lord. Gonna board. Gotta board the midnight train and go. Oh, Lord. Gonna board. My world, his world, our world. Mine and his alone. My world, his world, our world. Mine and his alone. I've got to go. I've got to go. I've got to go. Hey, I've got to go. I've got to go. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. Woo! Oh my God. Hey! Golly, y'all look good. My goodness. For real.
Everybody, Gladys tonight, one more time, please. So, after the Civil War, Reconstruction was a period of great triumph and great challenge. Nearly 4 million newly freed black Americans were left unprotected by their governments and still faced a lot of hardships under the black codes. In response, the federal government instituted Reconstruction. The 13th Amendment made slavery unconstitutional. The 14th Amendment initiated equal rights. The 15th Amendment gave black men the right to vote. Change had been set into motion, but it was still not met without challenges. Racial violence ran rampant across the country, but still black Americans pressed forward. They rolled up their sleeves and got to work building communities, institutions, and culture. Not even a decade out of slavery, newly freed people sued former slaveholders, started the foundation for what we know today as the public school system, and held elected office at numbers and levels that we would not see at that number again until the 1960s. And not just at the state level, we're talking at the U.S. Senate and House. Newly freed men and women created more than 90 institutions for black teachers and black students. We know this network of schools today as HBCUs, historically black colleges and universities. If we got some HBCU grads in here, we got some HBCU grads. Even if you're short a couple credit hours, you can go on clap too. Okay, that's good, that's good. I see a lot of y'all in here. I see a couple of you from the best one down in Tallahassee. I ain't gonna say nothing about it though, but we ain't gonna get into all that FAMU, so we ain't gonna get into it right now. From the daily acts of resistance under slavery to the achievements of the Reconstruction Amendments, the legacy of black Americans' resilience and willingness to dream still lives with us today. Please welcome to the stage, Makai Curtis.
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, White House? Hello, everybody. My name is Makai Curtis. I'm an actor. We at the White House. We celebrate Juneteenth. This is crazy. This is an honor. I'm excited to be here. I'm honored to bring up your next guest. This is my TV mother, Miss Patti Miller.
Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. So the Bible says, and it still is news. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Yes, the strong gets more, while the weak ones fade. Empty pockets don't ever make the grave. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Money, you've got lots of friends crowding round the door. When you're gone and spending ends, they don't come no more. Rich relations give crust of bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own.
Grammy Award-winning instrumentalist and author, Troy Trombone Shorty Andrews.
Got to take y'all down to New Orleans for a couple of minutes.
Trombone Shorty, everybody. Y'all please give it up for Trombone Shorty. She coming. How y'all doing? Are y'all having a good time so far? Now, though the 15th Amendment ended the right to vote, though the 15th Amendment extended the right to vote to black men, it would be another century before any black person will be able to exercise that right without fear of violence or intimidation. During Jim Crow, black Americans continued to push for full citizenship. Each Emancipation Day, they organized parades to remind the country of the work that was still left to be accomplished. These local celebrations set the stage for the national push for freedom in the 20th century. Tonight, we walk in the footprints of civil rights leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Fannie Lou Hamer, Mamie Till Mobley, and Congressman John Lewis. From the meteoric rise of Black Wall Street to electing our first black president and vice president, Black Americans have always felt united by our bone-deep understanding that freedom of opportunity and our civil rights are non-negotiable. All the important lessons tonight we've been able to tell through storytelling, and it is my pleasure to bring to the stage 3 storytellers who are going to do just that tonight. These legendary storytellers help to keep our stories alive. To kick it off, we got to give it up to somebody that's always helping us to keep rising to the top. Please welcome to the stage renowned rapper, producer, and beatboxer, Brother Dougie Fresh.
Tell him to hit it.
Hit the track, hit the track, hit the track.
Y'all ready to roll or what? Hit it. Okay, it's about to turn up, y'all. This is a celebration. How many of y'all ready to celebrate right now? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will not take up too much time, but the time will be utilized properly. So real quick, before I start, I want to say it's an honor to be here.
This is dedicated to you,
White House,
you,
with my
you,
dog. Okay, I heard something. I know that wasn't mine, though. Now, I could go old school and say, clap your hands, everybody. And everybody, clap your hands to the people on this side. Clap your hands to the people right here. Clap your hands to the people up top. Clap your hands. Watch this. Now, ain't no party like a Juneteenth party, because the Juneteenth party don't stop. Help me out, y'all. I think they ready. I can do this all day.
5, 4, 3.
But I think I'm going to do it like this.
1.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Let me clear my throat. Let's go. Hey, y'all ready? How much, baby? I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. How many of y'all ready to celebrate right now? Here we go. When I say June, you say Teenth. June. June. Watch this. Now DC, where you at? Just last week I got the invitation. Come on to the Juneteenth ball. High Rollers United, Honey's excited. I was delighted, cause I was invited. It was announced on the radio and heard through speakers. The hoodies, hot gas boots, or sneakers. Cause ain't no party like a Juneteenth party. Juneteenth party don't stop. Help me out. DC, where you at? Are you ready? Hey, party with a purpose, y'all. How many of y'all know this is a party with a purpose? If you know this is a party with a purpose, put your hand in the air as we celebrate for the second year. For the second year.
Let me tell you what I want.
You know what? I wanted this to be special, something more than any other feeling that you felt before. Pushing through the doors, I see girls having a good time. My good time, party and chill with you. Don't worry, sweetheart, I'm still with you. After we leave, we will continue with our plans, baby. Plans are made to be broken, smoking. I'm not joking. Try to diss me and I'll give you a token. We're the type of people can't be stopped, and no matter what, we're gonna keep. Oh, one more time, say. Come on. Yeah, come on. You know what? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you back to 1985. I want to thank the President of the United States, the Vice President. Let's go, y'all. Hey, congratulations. This is a celebration, all about appreciation. Let me tell you like this. Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with women in rhymes that don't come out right? They bite, they never write, that's not polite. Yo, am I lying? No, you're quite right. Well, tonight, on this very mic, you're about to hear we swear. The best celebration of the year. Cheerio, don't scream Bravo. If you love Juneteenth, say ho! How many of y'all happy to be here right now? Make some noise. We're going all the way. Here we go.
Hey, yo, Dutch.
As you can see, most definitely, we are Chill Will, down here, DC. Ladies and gentlemen, I am 50 years of hip-hop, and my name is Doug E. Since 1865 up till now, I gotta tell you a poem. But before I do that, how many of y'all own a phone out here? An iPhone, Android, any kind of phone. If you can't put the light on your phone as the sun goes down, and each light that you light represent our ancestors, all the people that went through the struggle to be right here. And I want to thank the president and the vice president for making this dream a reality. And it's time to celebrate. Turn it up. Here we go. Put your lights in the air, y'all. For everyone that ain't here.
Turn your lights on.
Come on, y'all. Shout out to Opal, the queen. Put your light up for Opal. Put them up in the air.
Turn your lights on.
DC, where you at? New York, where you at? DC, where you at? Put them up in the air. White lights is here. And ladies and gentlemen, Juneteenth is our birthday. Are you ready?
Put the birthday person in the middle right now.
Come on. Y'all ready? I see somebody dancing. 1, 2, 3. Somebody shine a light on them.
Come on. Shine a light on them.
Go ahead now. Shine a light on them.
Come on.
Let me see you shine a light on them.
Come on.
Up top, shine a light on them.
Come on.
In the middle, shine a light on them.
Come on. Go.
Shine a light on them.
Come on. Go.
Shine a light on them.
Now hold up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The birthday person's in the middle.
I always
Keep the
wanted to
birthday person
dance
in the middle and
with
follow me,
one
right?
woman in the world, Maxine Waters.
Oh, make room, let her work, let her work. Make room, let her work, let her work. Make room, let her work, let her work. Make room, let
beautiful. Maxine Waters, baby. Come on. Hey, y'all. Somebody shine a light on them. 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 Listen. All the lights, all the cell phones flashing at you. Remember when the people used to walk right past you? Now they got questions, they dying to ask you. Who you with, what you got, and where's your castle? With your all real crew, doing what you do, baby girl. You know I'm not mad at you. While some spectate and others want to hate Stevie Wonder, help us celebrate. Juneteenth to ya. Juneteenth to ya. Change it. Happy birthday to ya. Here we go, y'all. Juneteenth to ya. Come on. Before I go, when I say June, y'all say team. June. June. When I say June, y'all say team. June. June. See y'all later.
Distinguished guests, please welcome Grammy Award nominee and President's Volunteer Service Award recipient, Raheem Devon. Distinguished guests, please welcome Grammy Award nominee and President's Volunteer Service Award recipient, Raheem Devon.
Happy Juneteenth! And now it's time for the Women's National Anthem. This is dedicated to you. Ooh, yeah. This is dedicated to I appreciate your style. Thank you. And the knowledge you take to carry and birth the child. Thank you. And the way you play dumb, even when we're living real far. Ooh, thank you. Even as you sing a parent mama, you still roll me down somehow. Thank you. You made the meals mean somehow. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate your strength. Thank you. How you never bite your lip and say what's on your mind. Thank you. How you a lady in the street and a freak when it's in time. Thank you. How you gon' grind with me, roll with me, tell me what's on your mind. Hey, hey. If you ain't got one man, it's chance the world to find a woman. Hey, strong woman, a grown woman. Hey, a special woman. I see the beautiful woman. Strong woman. Hey, a grown woman. Hey, special woman. I appreciate your glow. Thank you. The way you get angry with us and the way that you let us know. Whoa. Thank you. And I think it's so cute when you get so emotional. Thank you. You know till you pull your pull, you just can't let it go. But I like that though. I appreciate so much. Yeah. Like the I love you feeling, girl, when we talk. Like there's no you don't mean, there's no one. And if there ever is a need to come in the road, yes she will. Or to the rescue, man, you better find you a woman. Hey, strong woman. I said a grown woman, a special woman, a beautiful woman, a strong woman, hey, a grown woman. Hey, I said you love me in a special way. She got to be street smart and educated. She got a good home cooked meal for you. Street smart and educated. She got a good home meal cooked for you. Street smart and educated. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see a grown woman knows how to tell you no and knows when to let you go. You can have a big old car and in the big old house, but nothing else amounts to a woman. Oh, I gotta thank the Lord for a woman. So when I think about my mama, I think of a beautiful woman, strong woman. Mercy, ain't nothing like a woman. I gotta thank the Lord for a woman. When I think about my mama, I think of a beautiful woman. You are appreciated. Hey, you are appreciated. Did you hear me, woman? I said, you are appreciated. Whoa, 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 you are appreciated.
Distinguished guests, please welcome Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and record producer, Anthony Hamilton.
say about me, baby. In our heart is a house for love. And I've learned that it don't take much to break the heart. It's a house for love. And I've learned that it don't take much to break the heart. It's a house for love.
Thank you. Give it up for the Tones.
Anthony Hamilton, Raheem Devon, and Dougie Fresh. Are you not entertained? And we got to give it up real quick for the U.S. Marine Band. They've been keeping up with these brothers all night long. Just rhythm the whole time. I know these brothers is unpredictable. Half of that stuff was not rehearsed. Anthony Hamilton went into the 5 Heartbeats. That ain't even on the album, Anthony. Just segueing. Now look, we cannot fully celebrate Juneteenth without the recognition of educator, activist, and godmother of Juneteenth, Miss Opal Lee. As the grandmother of Juneteenth, Opal Lee dared to believe that this could be a day we would observe together as a country. Her decades of organizing helped to make this a federal holiday, alongside the advocacy of Texas Representative Al Edwards and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Decades of work. We're not talking about a Twitter campaign. We're not talking about no little sign the petition digitally. This is back in the day with house phones. She had to call your house and ask you to be a part of this movement. And she worked hard at it, and thankfully, President Biden signed Juneteenth into law, the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act on June 19th, 2021. To Ms. Opal Lee, to President Biden, and the countless men and women who came before you to make this law and make this day special, we thank you so much for your heartfelt vision and leadership.
Please welcome chart-topping country artist, Brittany Spencer. Distinguished guests, please welcome Grammy Award winner and Hall of Famer, singer, activist, and the godmother of soul, Patti LaBelle.
Thank you. I love you. I love you, honey. I love you. I do. More than you ever know. It's for sure. You can count on my love forevermore. I need you. I need you. Marine Band, U.S. Marine. Give it to them, y'all. And my background singers. Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy to be here.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the President of the United States.
White House lawn's never seen. Please have a seat. You have one. White House lawn's never seen anything like this before. Well, that was outstanding. Thanks to all the performers here tonight and to help us feel the power of black culture that is American culture. With a fitting tribute to Juneteenth. You know, I was proud to have made Juneteenth a federal holiday. And I'm grateful to the members of Congress who are here today who helped make it possible. I'm not going to start to name them because I'll miss somebody. But it wasn't just a symbolic gesture. It was a statement of fact. It was about a statement of faith. It was testimony of a testament to the resilience of generations of black Americans who kept their eyes set on the nation's North Star. That North Star was the idea that we're all created equal in the image of God and deserve to be treated equally throughout our lives. While we've never lived up to it, we've never fully walked away from it either. That's because of you and generations before you who led the march from slavery to freedom toward more than a perfect union. But let's be clear, they're old ghosts in new garments trying to take us back. Well, there are. Taking away your freedoms, making it harder for black people to vote or have your vote counted. Closing doors of opportunity. Attacking the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion. If you can believe it, banning books about black experiences in America. Trying to erase and rewrite history. Our history is not just about the past, it's about our present and our future. It's whether that future is a future for all of us, not just for some of us. Folks, black history is American history. To commemorate the 80th anniversary of D-Day, which was the first step in liberating all of Europe and changing civilization. On that hallowed ground, I spoke about a brave American soldier who fought tyranny for the hope, freedom of democracy. That includes the Red Ball Express, a convoy of mostly black soldiers who landed in Normandy in wake of the D-Day to rush supplies to the frontiers and the front lines. These black soldiers were a link in a distinguished line of patriots, enslaved and free, who risked their lives in every war since the founding of our ideals, and we don't know fully what American soil is. Equality and freedom. One of those soldiers of the Red Ball Express who fought for freedom on distant shores was a civil rights lawyer who fought for freedom here at home. 61 years ago this week, he was gunned down at home in Mississippi in the poison of white supremacy. But all these years later, his spirit endures. You all know his name. It was Medgar Evers. Last month, I awarded Medgar Evers the Presidential Medal of Freedom, our nation's highest civilian honor, posthumously. Because life reminds us of our change that we have to keep in redeeming the soul of America. Folks, that's what Juneteenth is all about. This is why I awarded the Medal of Freedom to Miss Oprah Lee as well, the grandmother of Juneteenth. She knew so long as she was denied, our freedom can never be secured. Her decades-long march brought her here to the White House when she stood by my side as I signed the Juneteenth federal holiday and handed her the signing pen for helping make Juneteenth possible. A day of profound weight and power, a day to remember the original sin of slavery and the extraordinary capacity to emerge from those powerful moments and painful moments with a better vision for ourselves. A day that reminds us we have a hell of a lot more work to do. So let's keep marching. Let's keep the faith. And let us remember who we are. We're the United States of America. And there's nothing beyond our capacity if we do it together. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you for tonight.
Juneteenth.